Hey, hey, hey. All right, welcome everyone out there. Let me set up this real quick. Appreciate everybody watching out there. Thank you so much for the support. I see a couple of guys here in the comments. Let me check this out. Welcome to the channel. As always, JH6, and you guys are great. So I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for all the sponsors that we got in the channel. VanQuest, HotShot, the guys from Octex Planet. Make sure you use that code if you want to support the channel. We definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much to all the Patreon. You guys donating a couple of bucks a month. We definitely appreciate that as well. That helps out a lot because making videos costs money. And as always, if you like this type of videos, make sure you like, share, subscribe, share the channel. Is awesome when you guys do that, and it truly helps the channel. Let me show you a couple of things more. There's my face. There I am. Got to read the comments real quick. Computer's acting up a little bit, but hey, we got to do what we got to do. We don't have them. We don't have the budget to buy a new computer. It is what it is. So, all right. So check out VanQuest. Here it is, vanquest.com. Make sure you check it out. Check out this tab right here that says fire sale. If you go in there, you're going to see all the specials. And right now they're running really good specials. Check out this backpacks out here. Some of those packs are, $150. They're running out for $97. This pack, I think that I reviewed this pack here in the channel, if I remember correctly. Again, this one is about $130. It's going on for $90. And Vanquist makes excellent gear, so you're not gonna get anything like like the crappy stuff that you buy at Walmart. This is like really good gear, so definitely check that out. Let me see who's out there. Big shout out to I think I saw Big Johnson. Big Johnson is out there. Junior, yes, this is live. I'm here right now. Max Sexy Man of the Night. Man, your stuff is always getting me. I got Ahmed 3, first time here. We appreciate you watching very, very much. Joe is in the house. That's awesome. We got Tyler out there. Of course, Big Johnson. Check out Big Johnson. He's doing a great job on his channel. Let me see who else is out there. Ethan out there. First time I see you. Glad to have you up here. Marsak. Marsak is in the house, guys. Marsak is there. So good job. I mean, good to see you guys. So anyways, I don't got anything else going on. I came from work today and I was really tired, so I passed out for a little bit. And my wife woke me up and she was like, "Hey, you got to go and do this chat. You said you were gonna do it every Tuesday, so you got to do it." And I'm here. Sorry about last week. I missed last week. I don't like to do that. I like to stick to what I said. But last week it was just rough. It was so the week was long and a lot of work and a lot of stuff. And you know what? It happens. I mean, it happens, and I miss it. So bunch of comments coming in. So let me Amar says, "Hey, I've been watching for a long time. I just don't comment." Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you watching. A lot of people do that. A lot of people watch, been watching the channel for even years and never comment. Put a comment down below. Let me know. Let me know, because every now and then I get a guy that says something like, "Hey, I've been watching for quite some time. I just never comment." And it's kind of nice to see some of you guys' names and comments in the comment section. I try to reply to everybody out there. Sometimes I kind of miss one or two, or I miss a few, just based on the fact that sometimes it's a lot of comments. But yeah, definitely put comments down below and let me know. Check out Full Spectrum Survival. Full Spectrum Survival. If you're not subscribed, you got to go and subscribe to Brad over there at his channel. I mean, he has a pretty nice channel, maybe about 46,000 subscribers, something like that. And he puts out great videos. So we've been doing a chat every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And it has been a blast. JJ from Reality Survivors there. JJ has a really solid channel. He puts out great information. So, just go ahead and check it out because it's a lot of fun. So put questions down here. I'm gonna try to write it down and answer some of the questions. And Jesse says, so you decided between the Shield or the car CW45. That's interesting, right? That's oh man, I don't know about that, man. I I do, the car pistols are like some of those pistols that just not a lot of people like cars for some reason. I came across to the car pistols because of the firearm guy. The firearm guys, I think he carries a CM9 and he loves it. And he told me about it. And I actually went to the store to buy a car CW380 because it's a very, very small 380, and I wanted to have something that I could pocket carry. Anyways, I came out of the store with the CW45 for whatever reason. So here's the deal. I like the Shield a lot, and I like the car a lot. The car has definitely a better trigger. I if you never shot a car pistol, you'd be surprised how nice that double action trigger is. I mean, it's amazing. The car has an excellent price. I want to say they run for about $320. And I mean, it's just an excellent pistol. The Shield is also a great choice. So I don't think there is one better than the other one. I just think that some people may like one better than the other one, kind of thing. So I think it goes down to personal preference. But to me, I don't know. I don't want to pick one. I don't want to pick one. Maybe in the future. I got to think about this. They're both good choices. One of the things that when I did the video on the MMP show, one of the things that I did the video, I edited the video, posted the video, and then I realized that I didn't talk about the trigger. So believe that. I was like, wow, in the entire video, I didn't mention the trigger. Maybe I should get like a checklist or something that I go down the list to make sure I cover everything. But the MMP45 was a fun gun. I had a blast at the range. Big shout out to those guys in HotShot. They let me borrow the pistol. And I went down there and I got the pistol and I was able to put rounds down range, and I was able to get an idea, to give you guys an idea. I was able to get some good footage with the cameras and all that stuff. But I mean, just a great choice. Again, it's kind of like personal preference to at this point. But I don't think you could go wrong with any other two. Big shout out to Kiffer. He's out there. Obviously, a lot of you guys says Shield. A lot of people like the Shield. And you know what? I mean, the Shield is a great gun. Nothing to complain about. Glock 19, my favorite gun. My wife likes the Glock 19 a lot. I like it too. I think it's a good gun. No doubt about that. I mean, we use one. We use one for home defense. Actually, my wife has the Glock 19 with her right now, and that's what she used for home defense. I've been using the MMP 45. Here it is, for home defense. Not so much because I like the 45 over the 9 or anything like that. Is because if you guys can see, I think this is the critical defense or critical duty, whatever. I actually ran out of really good ammo in my 9mm. So I didn't have enough. I guess I got to buy more Hornery or whatever self-defense ammo I want to carry because I kind of ran out. So my wife has the Glock 19. I'm carrying the 45 right now. So it works out pretty okay. Big shout out to Joe. Say he loves the videos. Thanks, man. The videos are a lot of work. Yesterday I posted the video with the Trigicon HD night sights, and man, that just took me forever to edit. Forever. The computer was slowing down, and it was just a pain getting all that information, putting it together. But I'm happy with the video. The guys from Octave Planet like the video a lot too, or like the production value of the video. So I think somebody asked what I'll think about the 92. If it's the 92 Beretta 92, just like the military M9 kind of thing, I talked about it here in the channel a lot. and I think it's a good gun, but I think there's better guns out there. So, if you have a Beretta M9 or Beretta 92, what is it, SF or FS? Do you have a good gun? Yeah, of course you have a good gun. I mean, is it going to work? Obviously, it's going to work. I mean, Marines carry one in Afghanistan, Iraq. I carry one. I carry Beretta in Afghanistan, and it did just fine. But I truly think that there is better choices out there in the market. So let's see. Kind of miss. Here's one thing that I'm going to say about the chill compared to the 45 to the 9 mil. I don't know. Maybe I need to put more rounds down range in the 45 ACP. But to me, I mean, I don't like the 45 a lot. But if I'm a new guy looking for a gun for the first time, I will go more with the 9 mil. Just based on the 9 mil, it's just easier to shoot. So the 45 kicks a little bit more. So if I'm a new guy and I'm thinking about it, if I'm a new guy, I probably will enjoy the 9 mil a little bit better than the 45. That 9 mil allows me to put more, rounds down range faster and more accurate than that 45. That 45 kicks a little bit. So, I mean, I enjoy it. A lot of you guys enjoy it. But if you're new to firearms, it may be a little bit too much. The TN Fire Walk 14. Great job on the channel, JH6. Love the video. Thanks, man. Really, really appreciate it. Can you speak about guns at work? Well, I carry a gun at work. So I guess I can. I really said for having my gun at work. I got a story that happened to me at work. Yeah, man. A lot of people can't carry a gun at work. I totally get it. You're not going to get fired, especially if you have a really good job over carrying a gun. Actually, I knew a guy that got in trouble for that. But, again, if you're going to do it, I mean, if you're going to carry a gun and you want that extreme concealment for no one to notice, obviously put something in, put maybe like a pocket carry or something like that. I mean, like I said, the car CW 380 is so small, you can pocket carry that very well, and probably no one would ever even know. Probably carrying a Glock 19 at work may not be a good idea. People would notice eventually, especially if you work in an office and you're sitting down, getting up. Eventually, at one point, someone will notice. Coke Zero. Those guys should pay me money to do that, but to do this, but Best Gaming says I am 14, thinking about being my first gun when it's time. I'm assuming he's saying thinking about what's gonna be my first gun when you turn 18. Yeah, man, talk to your parents, obviously. Talk to your parents, and I'm sure when you get into that age, your parents would teach you proper safety and all that stuff. Just remember, guns are not a game. This is not a game. I mean, sometimes the movie makes these things look kind of cool and all that. Guns are not a game. Guns are I mean, you could go to the range, obviously you could practice, you could have a great time shooting, but guns could kill people. So obviously, let me take that back. Obviously, people kill people, but guns are a tool that are used for self-defense, and they could be dangerous if you don't treat them with respect. Kind of like a motorcycle. You take a motorcycle out there, you can have a blast, but if you start doing dumb stuff in a motorcycle, you're just asking for it. So make sure you know proper safety, proper training, proper practice, proper carry. I mean, there is more. I always tell people, if you make the decision to carry a gun, you have to make the decision to be responsible. You just can't make a decision, hey, I'm going to carry a gun and be irresponsible. You got to be responsible about things. Let me see. Somebody said Glock or man, comments are going so fast. Sorry if I missed you comment. Let me go up here. Glock a 1911. I mean, everybody should own a 1911 because they're cool and I like it, but I would pick a Glock over a 1911 just based on the fact that it's lighter. Obviously, if you got 9 mil, you're gonna carry more rounds. I mean, we could do a whole video on this, but not to say that if you have a 1911, you're not gonna be properly armed if that's the case. I mean, if you have one and you carry one, good for you. But if I'm gonna compare uh 9 rounds or 8 rounds, whatever it is, or ACP versus 17 rounds on 9 mil, I take 17 rounds on 9 mil. But that's just my opinion. A bunch of guys are saying Glock, Glock. Probably Mateo would say ZC. All right, so let's see what else. Big Johnson said it best. Carry on, America. Thanks for the feedback on the Glock. No problem, brother. Okay, thoughts on the CZ PO7 9 mil? Oh, I mean, simple. I won one. We actually did a video on the CZ PO1, and man, it was so much fun shooting that gun. I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, that gun has style. It's and I said this before. I kind of hurt some people's feelings, but I said that Glocks were boring. And they are, to me, they are a little bit. I mean, they're still fun. I mean, that's what makes them so reliable and dependable. The fact that are so simple. I mean, that is a good thing, but it kind of takes away the whole, like the CCPO1, that double action trigger, that single action, that decocker, all those components of the pistol makes it fun. But obviously, requires maybe a little bit more training, a little bit more love towards the gun. But I liked it. I liked the PO1. So I've been wanting to get the PO7, and I've been wanting to get a car CW380, those two pistols, for God knows how long. And I don't even know when that's gonna happen. A baby coming up next month. I don't even know when that's gonna happen. Babies are expensive. So, but anyways, Kafer says a Miraglow. I heard some good things. I want to say I heard some good things on those sites. I think they're called Pro iDot or something like that. I heard really good things on those sites. Hopefully I could review some of those sites in the future. Jesse said he's looking to buy my CCW. This is what I'm looking 9 mil with both left and right handle control. What do you recommend? Man, that's a big question, man. Let me think about that. I mean, I shoot right-handed, so I don't really worry about left-handed. so that's kind of what threw me off. So let me think about that. You inspire me to push harder for my dream to be a Marine. Joe said I inspire him to push harder to be a Marine when he grows up. Hey, if you want the title, you could go and get it. Just keep in mind that it is something pretty difficult to do. In many occasions, you may be away from home for a long time, and I mean it's no joke. Is the reality, especially the way that everything is going on here in this country. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. One moment you may be here, next moment you may be in Syria or Japan or Afghanistan, and war is pretty nasty. So, Mark asking if anybody's seeing any good loadout vids lately. I haven't seen any vids showing any cool gear lately. I don't know, man. I haven't seen any lately. Let's see, the Daily Gunner. I think. Let's see. No, he said, yeah, good point. He said, I think the 92F gets a bad rap because of the military. You and I know we treat those weapons like crap. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't think the 92 is a bad gun. I don't think if you have a Beretta, you're not gonna be in good to defend yourself. I think you're just fine. I think the gun is gonna work just fine, and I think it's a good gun. It's accurate. I mean, I shot the pistol many times in the Marine Corps, and I did pretty well shooting that pistol. But I just like all the choices. Me personally, I think it's a little bit. I think it could be. It's a little bit heavier. So like my Glock 17. I mean, I carry 17 rounds. It's lighter and all that. But we all know that the military is looking for a general pistol. So when they, like the whole safety thing, that's because it's a general pistol. I mean, a lot of people think that just because you're in the military, you know how to use every gun out there, and the reality is that it's not. So they look for a pistol that everyone could use, not only that infantry guy, military police, a combat engineer, but also that supply guy, or also that the male guys that don't really treat weapons or don't really use weapons, typically don't. But if they have to defend themselves, they also have to carry a gun when they go to all these combat places. So a lot of times you see guns like the Beretta that have a safety, and in my opinion, is because they just don't trust everyone to do the right thing. So they put things in place to mitigate an accident or to mitigate some type of ND or something like that. So look at now Marsa going to or they went to Glock 19s. Why? Because they trust those guys more. Obviously, Marsoc are majority of those guys, other than the admin section, they're infantry guys, so they know how to use. They have more discipline using the firearms. So, but again, I think the Beretta is a good gun, but to me, there's better choices out there. So if I had to pick one, I would go with something different. Uh, Somebody said 9 mil is a better starting point. I think 9 mil is a good point. I think that you could do a lot of damage with a 9 mil. So to me, it's simple. I mean, I do enjoy the 9 mil and I enjoy the 45 a lot. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick the 9 mil. Actually, I only prep for 9 mil. So all the prep or the rounds that we got to the side are 9 mil, and I do like 9 mil a lot. So Louis, please don't spam. All right, let's see who else out there. Uh, Joe said, "My dream is to be a Marine someday." Cool, man. That's really cool. I never dreamed. I never thought about being a Marine. I just didn't do good in school, and I came out of school, and I was working in crappy jobs, and my best friend came out of the Marine Corps, and with the grades that I had in school, I didn't have too many choices. So if you're a kid out there, or a young adult, and you're going through high school, get good grades. You may have better choices than than when you finish and you didn't do good. So okay, so what's my next gun in my wish list? Man, I don't even know. I mean, I got about a bazillion guns that I want to buy. Um, so I guess whatever comes out in special kind of thing. I go to the store, see something good. I don't think I'm gonna be buying any new guns anytime soon, just because I got a baby coming up in the next month. So, but I tell you what, here's a couple of guns that I really been like drooling over. The CCPO7, the Car 380. I would love to get some type of AR, like the AR platform in 308. I like that. I think it's a Midwest industry, 308 rifle. I mean, I like how it looks. I like to get something like that. I would also love to get FNS. I think those FNS pistols are really cool. And believe it or not, I've been wanting to buy or add up to my collection an MMP 9 mil. I got the 45, which I like. I would love to get a 9 mil. I mean, that's just several of pistols, but I'm a pistol lover, and whatever comes to my side, I like to get it. Also, the Ruger. Help me out, guys. What's the Ruger revolver on 357? The Ruger LCR. There we go. I would love to get one of those too. So I mean, the list goals and goals, man. Hopefully, and if you're new to firearms, excuse me, as you get older and as the years pass and you start buying gun, believe me, eventually you're gonna have this huge collection. Some of you guys could testify to that, and it's just amazing. So I'm working on my collection like everybody else. Thoughts in the Glock 42, man. I love my Glock 42. I carry one, love it. I put those Trigicon nice size on the Glock 42 mainly because that's my primary gun that I carry all the time. I got the TLR6 on it. I got that Vetus holster. And I mean, it's just amazing. I love the Glock 42. I think it's a great choice for being such a small gun and being a 380. I think it works just fine. Uh, Daniel Ortega says, "I am a nurse. He carry his guns all the time." Yeah, obviously. I mean, there's always a system for everything. I mean, if you want to carry a gun, you're going to be able to carry your gun. Obviously, in some places may not be legal, or in some places it is legal, but you may be violating some job restriction or something like that. I remember a few years ago, it was a guy working at a gas station and apparently some criminal attacked this place. I can't remember if it was a machete or something. Like the dude pulls out this machete or something. Anyway, the guy working at the gas station takes out his gun, and because he had a gun, he was able to survive that attack. Well, anyway, he got fired. He got fired from the gas station for having a gun. And the reality is, at that point, I mean, again, you want to get fired or do you want to get killed with a crazy dude with a machete? I mean, it's pretty simple. But if you're looking for a way, you're always going to find a way. There's many choices out there that, like I said, the Card 380 that you could probably put in a pocket and no one could ever even tell. Just keep this in mind. Concealed carry means concealed carry. Don't tell anybody, don't be saying, hey, I got a gun in my pocket kind of thing. So comments. Sorry if I missed your comment. They're coming up pretty quick. I'm trying to go down the comments and I just missed. The thing just refresh. Somebody said XDs are very, very unreliable. You know, I don't have much experience with XDs. I want to shoot one. Actually, HotShot has two, and I've been wanting to go down there and put some rounds down range. But I heard good things about them. But it is what it is. Some people like it, some people don't. I just don't like saying if something doesn't work. If you only try one, I think trying more than one makes sense because you can always find something that is not working right. You can always find a pistol, even the Glocks. Some Glocks have issues. So big shout out to my wife. She's in the comments somewhere. Okay, here we go. So yeah, big shout out to my wife. You know what, guys? I believe it or not, this YouTube staff is almost a full-time job. So she supports me, and sometimes she sits right here while I'm editing videos to give me a company. So yeah, so big shout out to her. The baby's not here yet. The baby's coming up next month. And bless the good Lord, everything's going fantastic, and everything is just amazing. Like God has blessed us in many different way. I recorded, I think I recorded like 20 videos. So there will be videos coming up in the channel. Obviously, I'm going to take like a month off. Not like a month off, but I'm not going to be recording and all that because, the baby's going to be here. So what I did is that I've been working on this like crazy for the last 2 weeks, recording a bunch of videos and scheduling the videos. So like that, the videos are going to come out in the next month. So when you see me, like one day I have long hair, and then the next day I have short hair, you guys know that I pre-record all those videos. So there it is. Somebody talked about the Rock Island 1911. I heard really good things about that gun too as well. Um, Dirt Rose said Glock 21 kills the 1911 all day long, but I still like my new 1911. Hey, you know what? I feel the same way. I mean, 1911s are cool, man. So, but I think when you get to that point, I think we are passing that uh having a gun for self defense. Now we're going more into like what we probably call collecting guns. I mean, obviously the Glock 21 is a good duty gun, home defense. I mean, I had a blast shooting the Glock 21. I really enjoyed it. But to me, that's just more like, home defense, duty gun. Even some guys conceal carry, open carry that gun, open north and all that stuff. But again, 1911 to me is more like a collection piece. Like you have all these guns and you buy a nice 1911 to, because it's your cool gun. I don't know if that made any sense, but okay. Somebody said I had a few Marines tell me. All right, the R3APR3R57 gaming is back. Welcome back, sir. Okay. I don't have an opinion in XD9. I have never owned one or shot one, so I can't speak about then. I mean, but it goes back to the fanboys, man. Like we are all fanboys of something, like some guys really love the XDs, no doubt about that. Some guys are into the Glock, sometimes I'm into the MMPs. So when I look at a gun, I try to stay away from the fan. But I'm also a fanboy, too. I'm pretty much a fanboy of all guns. If they shoot good and they're reliable and dependent, I enjoy them, and so I try to be open minded to everything. But I do want to shoot a couple of XDs, just to get some knowledge on that. Just keep in mind when I put a video out, by no means I'm an expert. I'm an expert on nothing. So I don't claim being an expert. So when I put a video out and you watch a video, if you really like that gun, if you really like that pack, if you really like whatever, uh, just keep that in mind and go out there and watch 10 more videos. Don't just buy something because I say, you know what, I really like this, because you guys everybody works hard for the money. So something that I like, you may not like, or something that you like, I may not like. So a lot of times I try to stay away from specs so much. I mean, again, obviously we talk about specs, but I try to say things that I like, things that I don't like, because even with flashlights, like you see some of those videos out there, and the guys would tell you, oh, this flashlight has the XD or the X2 sensor, yada yada yada, and you're like, what's an X2 sensor? Whatever, like you don't even know what that means. So that's why I don't do that stuff. I'm not going to talk about things that I don't even know what that means. So I typically say things that I enjoy, things that I don't enjoy, what I see the purpose on that. But again, you got to go out there and you got to watch another video, watch a couple of videos, good channel like Mr. Guns and Gear. I mean, the guy has an excellent channel. Definitely go out there and see his videos, and then make your decision from there. Just don't go out there and spend $600 because I say it's a good gun. Max XC Man of the Night, thank you for your service. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Big Johnson got a new FNS 9L. He just released a video, so go ahead and check out his channel and check out that out. Thinking of getting a SD9 VE. Any thoughts? Yeah, I like the gun. I mean, the gun is not fancy at all. It's just a very simple gun. It looks like the MMP. The MMP and the Glock had a baby, and that's kind of, and they're really poor and they couldn't afford much to it. That's kind of how it looks like. But we went to the range and we shot a bunch of rounds down range. with that pistol. We've been at the range several times with that pistol, me and little brother, and it seems like a fantastic gun. It seems to work fine. Based on the comments that I seen in the videos, um, people are having a blast. People are reacting. Are having a pretty putting thousands of rounds through the pistols, and it's working. So it seems to me that it's a really really good gun for a very good price. And some people complain about the trigger, saying that the trigger wasn't good. Well, the APAS, I want to say the APAS trigger, to fix that is, or to get a better trigger, not to fix it, just to get a better trigger, it's about $20. So if you tell me a $20 upgrade is going to give you a fantastic trigger, yeah, I think it's a good gun. So far, no complaints. Random said, funny question, is this being live or not? Yeah, man, we're live right now. I tried to do this on Tuesdays at 9:45 Eastern time. Uh, just to come out here, talk, answer a couple of questions, hang around with a couple of guys. There's about 47 people watching right now. 46, there we go. And I mean, this is just a time where I come here and I talk for a little bit. Some people really enjoy it, some people really hate it. But it is what it is. A defensive firearm should eat every type of rounds. You know what? That's what Micah says. I would definitely tell you to go out there and this is a huge. Okay, wait. I gotta kill a zombie. All right, that's done. So I would definitely tell you to go out there and test it out. Usually, a good advice that people give is to buy a box of ammo, and obviously you have your box that you're gonna use, and then get another box and put some rounds down range to make sure your gun is gonna fire that ammo pretty good. So I would test it out. Obviously, inspect your self defense ammo. A lot of people said to change it every year or so. Me personally, I say, you know what, inspect it. If it looks good, it's good. If it doesn't look good, fire those rounds and get some new ones. But it should last you a couple of years at least. Um, any tips on getting ready for Army boot camp? I'm assuming BCT means boot camp or some type of, yeah, I'm assuming that's what it means. No, I mean, I wasn't in the Army, but if it has to be very similar or very similar to Marines, and I would tell you to drink a lot of water. Don't worry so much about just making sure that you exercise when you, at least in boot camp in the Marine Corps, when you go to boot camp, they put you in different levels and you're going to exercise and you're just going to get better. When I went to boot camp, running a mile and a half was like almost dying. And then, by the time that I finished boot camp, I ran a mile and a half in like no time. So, but drink a lot of water. And whatever personal, here's good advice. Any personal issues that you have, take care of that, because once you go to boot camp, you can call your mom, you can call your girlfriend and be like, yada, yada, yada. So make sure if you have your bank account, whatever, maybe you're a dad with kids, any of those details that you need to take care of that, and make sure that you drink a lot of water and you're ready for it. And one day at a time, guys, one day at a time. Don't think about the next 3 months. Think about tomorrow. Because if you think about the next 3 months, you're going to go crazy, especially in Marine Corps boot camp. And being recalled like 10 times, unacceptable. I kind of missed that. Yeah, just do what you're told. Simple. SD9VE for a budget pistol. If I had to pick a budget pistol, I think I would pick that one. If I have to pick one. But here's the deal. And I had a conversation with a firearm guy about this, and it kind of like really touched my my thinking process. Set up priorities. You could buy a really decent gun at a good price. Maybe $400 you could set up, you could buy a decent pistol. and got it. Not everybody has the money. Some people are working really hard, all that stuff, and it is what it is. But you know what? $10 a month, $10 a week. Eventually, you're gonna make it to that. Get an envelope or something, and put it in your closet. And whenever you can, take $10 and put it there. And I guarantee you, in a few months, you're gonna have enough money to buy a good pistol. So set up priorities, guys, because when something happened, you know what? It's gonna be too late. When you find yourself in that situation, it's gonna be too late. There's nothing you could do there other than defend yourself. Excuse me, with what you have at that moment. Kimber 1911, what's your take on it? Have you touched base on this topic? No, I haven't. I don't have that kind of money to buy one. But I remember when I went to buy the Glock 19, my wife picked up a Kimber 1911, and that was the gun she wanted to buy, and it was like $1,200. And I told her, baby, we don't have we need to like move down this way and look at these guns right here. Which was the Glock 19 at the blue label. Blue label price. If you don't know, the blue label is given to a lot of retired military, first responders, police. I want to say I pay about $419 or $470, something like that, which was really good for the Glock 19. Actually, every Glock that I got, I bought it under the blue label program. So, but yeah, Camber 19. I mean, good guns, man. Pretty guns too. Um, what? Okay. I choose a revolver over a semi-auto any days. Oh man, that. That's a debatable topic here in the gun community. Hey, I carry a revolver sometimes for concealed carry. I don't revolvers won't be my first choice for home defense or something like that. I prefer to carry more capacity and all that stuff. But for concealed carry, I wouldn't mind carrying a revolver. Actually, I do sometimes. So let's see. Let me push out some of the comment. I wish Smith and Wesson will make a Glock 19 sight MMP. Now, that's a really good input right there. I mean, they do make that MMP. What is it? MMP 9C, and it's small. I don't know how it compares to the Glock 19. I don't remember if it's a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. You guys could put it in the comments. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why they don't. I really don't know why. I do like the MMPs better than the Glocks, and I said this many times. I think the MMPs have better ergos. It feels really good. I do like the serrations on the MMPs better. I like the sights. Obviously, the sights are metal. What I don't like is the trigger. At least in this one, I don't like the trigger. But I heard that in some of the new MMPs, the trigger has been fixed. Give me a second. Look at this thing that I just. Oh, it fell. Well, anyways. So I do like the MMPs a little bit better. Nathan says he's planning to join the army when he turns 18. He's 14 right now. Cool, man. FNX 45, sweet gun. Now we shot one. I'm sure it looks like a monster though. I'm sure it's a really cool looking gun to shoot. Mattel just finished a lower AR build that he's building, thinking is of doing it on 375 SOCOM. That's gonna be nice. This is an interesting question. Omar is saying here, he's talking about ammo. If there's some type of shortage, people are going to be running 9mm, 45, all the calibers. Yeah, we went through this a couple of years ago, running out of ammo and having all those sessions. You know what I say? I say start buying ammo right now. Start buying 9 mil, whatever round you pick. Start buying Sun right now. And again, a box a month, a box a paycheck, a box every 2 weeks. I'll tell you what, if it happens right now, I don't think I will be too worried about it because I'm okay. I got enough. So I mean, I love to get more, but if it happens, I can pretty much hold myself with what I have. So if you start preparing now, you won't have to worry about it. Uh, let's see. Mattel wants a Ruger SP 101. That'd be cool, man. Good pistol. Big Johnson got another gun. Come on, Big Johnson. You getting a gun a week, man? That's awesome, man. Congress, bro. Big shout out to Nick and Tim out there. Uh, hmm, let's see. Let's see if there is any. Yeah, let's count. Someone was talking about lasers. If I ever tried a laser, sorry, I kind of missed the comment. But I'm not really a fan of lasers. I'm not so much fan of lasers. I did shot that laser in the MMP shield, and I actually liked it. It's the first time in my life that I shoot something with a laser that I do enjoy. It was kind of fun, but not so much. Not so much into the lasers. Somebody says something about the 45 auction safety and all safety. I kind of like the safety. No, I mean the no safety, but I understand some people want to have. Some people want to have a safety. So I like it when the company gives the choice because again, some people want to have the safety. So I don't think the safety. I don't think if you have a safety, you're gonna die. I mean, obviously you got one more step. Obviously you got to train for that. But some people like the choice, so that's not bad. Uh, Dirt Row. Good night, buddy. Thanks for showing up here. Someone Big Johnson said, I like mechanic TP9SA. I was talking to little brother about this gun the other day, and there's so much drama. Like, if you buy the gun, you're gonna support terrorists in Turkey, and so many people talk about stuff like that. To me, it's kind of like I don't have enough information to make a determination of that or to have my own opinion. So I've been kind of holding back from that gun based on that because I don't really know what really is the true on that. But anyways, you guys got comments, put it regarding that. Obviously, we don't want to support terrorists, but if it's a good gun at a good price, why not? The M&P Compact is the size of the G19, isn't it? No, I don't think it's the. I don't think it is. I think there's a little bit of a difference. I can't remember if it's a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, but I don't think it's the same size. Uh, uh, there we go. Mike, I said no. It's between the G19 and the G26, so it's right there between those two guns. So it kind of has a. I wouldn't say a weird, but it has a different size. Some people don't like it because of that. Uh, Let me see. Check out 1776 right here in the comments. He says shout out. So there you go. Starting off 58 subscribers. So go ahead and support him. I watch a couple of his videos. Good guy. So check him out. Jose Morales asks, do I reload my own ammo? You know what? I don't reload. I think it's a good skill to have. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how much it will. I don't know how much it will cost to get into it. I'm sure you're gonna have to come out with a couple of $100 to get all the tools, all that stuff. But I think it's a great skill to have. I don't have it, but I would definitely like to get into it. and there's a lot of information here in the YouTube community that you could find so much info, and you could definitely learn how to do it. Actually, man, now I forgot the channel. The guys that do the guys guns and gear chat has one coming up. The older guy named Don, I forgot the name. Trees are blowing. He has a chat coming down where I saw the video the other day where they're gonna talk about reloading. But anyways, I think it's a good skill to have. I don't do it, but I definitely think it's a great skill to have. Gun said MMP9 better than the budget SD9VE. Yes, man, no doubt. MMP9 is a great gun, dude. I mean, it's just solid. MMPs are solid guns, man. There's a lot of fanboys between the Glocks and the MMPs. I'll tell you right now, I dig the MMPs, and I think they're solid guns. So, oh man, kind of missed the comments here. What does anybody think about the Bursa Thunder 380? I don't know much about it. Oh. All right. So if you got comments, put it in the comment box. I try to address them. Coming up to what, like almost an hour. But yeah. Well, you have time to day trade in the Marines. What do you mean with day trade? Hmm. Give me a second. All right, computers for you. All right, so Mateo said a basic kit is about $140. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, JH6. What do you think about the road ahead for America? I mean, you know, we got a person running for president that is a criminal, committed crimes, and apparently, nothing happened to her. I'm not really a fan of Trump neither, but at this point, is which one is the lesser evil? Hopefully, whoever controls or whoever takes over is going to have is going to make some changes to this country. But ultimately, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Me personally, I believe the more away that we go from God, the more issues that we're gonna have. Some people believe that, some people don't. It's up to whoever. Um, RLS303, good shot. I gotta go. Hey, thanks for showing up. I really, really appreciate your support since pretty much day one. So I really appreciate it. But all right. Uh, all right, guys. So hopefully, appreciate everybody watching out there. You know what? I didn't really have a title for today. I didn't really have much going on today. So I was just trying to come out here as answer a couple of questions, and I spent some time. I try to do this every Tuesday, 9:45 Eastern time. Sometimes I got a topic. I talk about it for a while. Sometimes I just come up here and just yada yada for a while. So hopefully you guys hopefully you guys like the video. If you do, definitely click like, share the video, or not this one, but share some of the other videos. That definitely helps out a lot. Big shout out to everybody out there that support me, by liking, sharing. Some of the companies that send stuff here to the channel for review and stuff like that. I mean, this thing costs money. It's not free. It costs a lot of work. So I definitely appreciate people out there that helps me out to do this. Again, big shout out to everybody out there. Make sure you check out some of the guys in the comments. Some of the guys here do a great job and put videos as well, and are coming up, are starting to put videos, and are starting to come up into this community. So definitely support them, because again, these people are gonna help us out. They put out good content, good everything, and it's just amazing to see some of the channels to grow up. 3 years ago I started doing this, and I didn't even know what a camera was or what editing, how to edit a video. And look what we're doing right now. We continue to do this. So some of the new guys starting up, hey, you know what, stick there, continue to put videos, and trust me, after so many years, you're just gonna get better at it. But let's see. Check out Tyler. Tyler requested a shout out, Mateo, and Joe. Check out Tyler East. 125 subs, man. You're growing, dude. Continue to not do anything and getting subscribers. Somebody say I don't understand the thumb. You don't understand the clicking the thumbs up. Good chat. Congratulations. All right. Thanks a lot, Mark. I really, really appreciate it, brother. God bless to everyone out there. And shout out to Cody. He wants a shout out as well. Check him out. And all right, guys. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. We got a lot of videos coming up. And as always, God is in control.